All right, we are back. We are going back to back to back. This is awesome. Again, we are in Colorado Springs at the Swim School Conference, and I've got an amazing guest with me right now. I will let her do most of the talking, but her name is Haley Goldstone. And one thing that we have talked about a lot is bridging the gap between Learn to Swim and year-round programs. And funny enough, she actually spoke here on that last year. So I'm going to let her tell her story, introduce herself, and then we will get into a couple questions. So Haley, welcome.
Haley technique that just wasn't corrected from my coaches. Competitive teams are great. I love competitive teams. It's a hard program to make sure that kids are performing proper technique. We 30 kids in the water, one coach supervising them. So it was always sort of a passion of mine to try to make sure that I was swimming properly and keeping myself healthy and like making sure I mitigated any injuries for myself and my friends that have on the team as well. So after I graduated high school, I was coaching a competitive summer league team for 4 summers. I loved it. It was so fun. I loved my kids. I loved my family.
In College Station?
I did 2 years in Pennsylvania.
Okay, cool.
Central Pennsylvania, and then 2 years in Cypress, Texas.
Awesome. All right.
So I was living in College Station, driving to Cypress an hour and a half every day to coach because that's just the passion.
And that's a long time to drive every day.
That's just the passion that I have. And there weren't any coaching opportunities in College Station. I was driving down the street one day and I saw an opening sign for BCS Swim School coming soon. It was a dirt hole in the ground, nothing. They didn't have a website, didn't have an email. Tracked them down on Instagram. Them, I want to work there, guys.
Oh.
I quit my job that day, DoorDash for the next 4 months just to support myself because that's how bad I wanted to work there. I've been with them ever since we've been open since May of 2020.
So tell us about BCS Swim School.
So we were the first formal indoor lesson facility in College Station. Our lessons are sort of played off of Houston Swim Club, same kind of concept. Our Learn to Swim program, we do have like developmental swim classes as well.
Awesome.
We are a safety focused swim school and a technical swim school.
Okay,
So
cool.
we focus on that first.
And group lessons, I'm hearing a lot. We're speaking to other guests, and some people just focus on one-on-one. Some people have both. Some people just have group lessons. Like, what's the philosophy there?
Mainly group lessons. We do offer private, just not as popular
Okay.
in our town. We also do parent taught classes.
Awesome.
And adult lessons as well.
Okay, cool. So when the kids are coming through the curriculum and they are ready for the next step, and the parent goes, Haley, what is next? What do we do? Where do I send my kid? I think they want to swim. What is your approach to this?
So we have this conversation a lot because swimming is not like one of the more mainstream sports. You have a lot of parents that come to us for guidance on how to get their kids into swimming after they go through most of our program. We developed a class. It's called our stroke and development class, the swim team prep class. We are in the pool by ourselves, so we don't have other lessons.
Okay.
We bring out a whiteboard. We write the practice on the whiteboard as you would get like a practice sheet out of real swim team practice. So they get used to kind of reading the format. They get used to kind of seeing the lingo, naming different drills.
Right. That's a hard part for them to start to understand. Yeah.
So we focus a lot on that too, what it means to be a competent swimmer. Like we encourage them to ask questions. I'll explain a drill. I say, do you have any questions? And they go. If they do it improperly, we come back and we ask, what did that feel like? What do you think you needed to do differently? Stuff like that. So they're really encouraged to talk to me about how different strokes feel, how different drills feel, what they feel when they swim. In water recordings underwater with the GoPros.
Yeah, cool.
See feedback of their strokes and everything. So just really trying to bridge the gap between Learn to Swim programs and that you can float and you can kick on your back and that's great, but how do you transition that into competitive swim?
That's awesome. So that is your philosophy. That's what you got to talk on last year. So it's cool. I mean, Swimming League, we have a curriculum for that gap. And what we really like to focus on is, hey, if we send them to a swim club, a competitive club, they're going to be intimidated. They're going to be scared. It's a big facility, new people, all of that stuff. So we're taking an approach like every other sport does, practice once a week, play once a week. So these kids, they might not know what a swim meet's like. So we have to educate them, right? And so do you guys run little play meets or anything like that? Like
we do not. We are stroke and development classes still like in the lower levels of like enrollments.
Okay.
We competitive swimming, surprisingly in college. Hopefully at some point we'll have a swim team of our own.
Yeah.
Just looking for the.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, we've heard that, some of the swim schools that implement this, after their Learn to Swim curriculum, they're getting them into this more like development program where they'll practice a skill and then they'll play that skill. But the meets is a scary word, so we like to call it a play session. but it's only 2 events. Say they're practicing side breathing, you're teaching them side breathing, diving into that, drills for that on Tuesday. And then Friday, they come and do a 25 and a 50 free, just focusing really on that. So it's a cool way to start getting them to understand what a little meet is like. And then the parents are like, okay, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Now we might be able to go to another swim team now that we understand it. So, I mean, do you guys think that you will have more of a swim team later on?
Yes, we've tried to join the summer league program.
Yes. How many teams are in that league?
They just weren't that thrilled with having a swim school have a team. All the other teams are just summer.
Totally understand. So at BCS, for you, Haley, what is next? What do you guys have your eye on right now? Is it hitting certain metrics? Is it doing something new? What's in the pipeline? Is anything?
We're just working on building up more of our coaches to buy more into the competitive side too. Most of our coaches came from a college town, or college students that maybe they swam previously, and so we're just trying to show them that this can be a career for people and that there's space.
That's awesome. Well, Haley, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you. So excited to learn about BCS. And until next time, thank you guys.
Nice.